Hello, Charm. How are you going today?
Not too bad at all. Thank you, Davina. How are you?
Good, thank you.
That's
Thanks
good.
for doing this with me today, the client interview.
That's all right. Not a problem.
So recently you completed my Passionate Groomers Mentoring Program.
Yep.
And before we start, can you just tell everyone your grooming business name and where you're located?
All right. I'm Charms Canine Cottage in Kincora, Gladstone, Queensland.
Excellent,
And
thank you.
yeah.
Okay, so why did you decide to join the Passionate Groomers Mentoring Program?
Listen, I feel like I'd hit a different point in my business that needed it had kind of plateaued, and I was struggling a bit to kind of jump up to that next level of professionalism as well as finance. Want that little bit of extra money, and things seem to be doing well, as far as having the clients and stuff. So I figured I was able to, but I just didn't know how to take that next step, sort of thing. So I was just looking for a little bit of information. I feel like I'm
Mhm.
fairly isolated up here. I don't have a lot of resources in the industry itself. Being a fairly new industry, it's really hard to have that sort of help and
Yeah,
mentorship and knowledge from prior experience and that sort of
yeah,
stuff. So that's kind of why when I saw your video, it kind of
yeah.
spoke to that need in me.
Excellent. So what was the number one challenge you were facing in your business before you joined the program?
I think foundations and structure.
Mhm.
Um, I think having, like, there was a lot of stuff I knew I needed or I needed to do. I just wasn't able to figure out what the best way of doing it, especially with staffing. I
Mhm.
think staffing up here was probably how to set my business up with a structure that was good for my staff and for me, and making money for us all, so we weren't feeling like one of us was getting the raw end of the deal.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, sure. And so did the program help you overcome this challenge?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Just that help on an emotional level, like
Mm-hmm.
being women and the sort of industry we've got. Sometimes you kind of get stuck in your head of like, am I doing the right thing?
Yeah.
I am I
Yeah.
good enough for this? There's that
Yeah.
imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
Um, and I feel like seeing you doing so well and in the sort of ways that I was wanting to go, kind of gave me that encouragement of, yeah, I've got this. I can
Yeah.
do this. I can do
Exactly. Excellent. And how did you find the program structure? So how it was delivered, the time frame, that.
Look, I liked that it was weekly sessions.
Yep.
I felt that it helped me keep me accountable to moving forward and the progress that we were making. And
Mm.
it wasn't too far apart that I kind of lost that momentum, but it
Yeah.
wasn't so close together that I couldn't get anything done or that I
Yeah.
felt like I was under the pump. It was,
Yeah.
and then to know that, okay, these interview type situations, we're not doing that anymore, but I've still got you there to
Yeah.
help me afterwards. I can
Yes, exactly.
look through all my notes and go, okay, this is my next step. Shit, I don't know where I'm going with this bit. Davina, could you kind of help me just direct
Yeah.
me this bit? That to know that I've got that continuing support as well is really good, because sometimes it's
Yeah.
great to kind of get that kick start and then you're like, all right, now I'm on my own.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah.
um, yeah,
Yeah.
knowing that
Okay.
it's still there is really helpful too.
Excellent. And how did you find working with me?
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
It's great. I feel that the similarities between us, it's kind of like working with a sister.
Yeah.
We've got similar interests, like goals
Yeah.
and core beliefs,
Mm-hmm.
but we're different enough that it's helpful and
Yeah.
beneficial. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel
Excellent.
like I can talk to you, and I feel like
Mm.
you can talk to me. I feel like you can tell me things that I'm doing wrong, and it's not feeling like an attack or
Yeah.
you know, or anything like that. It's just a advice and help. And yeah. it's not a, this is how you should do it.
Yeah.
It's a, well, this is how it worked for me, and you're slightly different, and it might be a bit different for you, but generally it'd be fairly similar. So, maybe
Yeah.
we'd make a tweak here or there, but it was gentle and nice.
Excellent. Glad to hear it. So what was your biggest takeaway from the program?
Um, I think kind of that it's worth it. I don't know. I
Hmm.
kind of got to a point where I'm like, is owning my own business really worth the stress and like all the extra responsibility?
Yeah.
Rather than just going to work and coming home and dealing with my personal life and like having the two really separate and all the rest of it. Is it worth, am I on the right track? Am I doing well? And it gave me that, yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
It's it's worth it.
Yeah.
It might be hard, but it's not as hard as it feels.
Yeah.
It helped me get out of my feels a bit.
Yeah. And give you that encouragement to
Yeah.
enjoy it again. Yeah.
Yeah. And that was the thing, that whole burnout, you lose
Mm.
some of that passion. But when you're having these conversations with someone else who's still doing okay and is in a higher energy level,
Yeah.
it helps kind of bring me up.
Yeah.
I had a similar sort of experience because I'm getting my website design built. And I had the girl who's building my website, and she is super excited. Like,
Yeah.
it's a really pretty picture, pretty design, and it's
Yeah.
pinks and stuff, so that the colors make her feel good. They're puppies, so the puppies are making her feel good. So her excitement
Yeah.
over a project of mine helped give me that invigoration. And I feel the same sort of thing with you, although so you've got, this is your project, so you have a passion and an excitement about what you're doing as far as the mentorship side of it's
Yeah.
concerned. So that excitement and passion reinvigorated me to
Yeah.
doing what I'm doing, and that it is part of a bigger picture,
Yeah.
because I do help give excitement to this website lady, and I do help give you excitement
Yeah.
because I'm one of your clients. And it's just that bouncing of energy off people of excitement, and this is a good thing we're doing, and we can help people and each other, and
Exactly.
it's just like a
Excellent.
burst of energy. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, cool, we've got this, let's go, this is cool.
Yes. Oh, excellent. Well, I'm glad that that's yeah, what it did for you, and yeah, that you got so much out of it.
Yeah,
So would you recommend the program to another grooming business owner?
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Especially if they're in a position of being stuck in whatever area. I don't think it's what you have done, even though you've marketed it to a
Hmm.
spot. I think what you're doing covers so much more of what we're doing. Just
Yeah.
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 I,
Excellent.
I I think that anyone in any area, or if they're stuck in their business in any area, what you're doing, even though it might not look like it's specifically for that, will help somewhere, because
Yeah.
you cover a lot of different topics, you cover
Yeah.
a lot of different information. And although you had your set list
Yeah.
of what was meant to be happening, you did let me kind of guide
Yes.
what I needed, and what I needed out of it. And
Yes.
that meant that I got what I needed out of it, not necessarily
Exactly.
what you thought I needed out of it.
Exactly right. And tailored to the grooming industry as well. So
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Absolutely. So anyone in
Excellent.
that industry would benefit from it.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for your time today, Charles.
Not a problem at all. Thank you for all your help. It has been wonderful, and I'm looking forward to our continuing journey together.
Yes, me too. Thank you.
Not a problem. Bye.
Yeah.